Testing.
Test, 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 test. Welcome back to Dumb and Broke. I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Bryan. Hello. Before we get into it, stop what you're doing. If you're not already subscribed to the podcast, subscribe now.
Subscribe now.
All right, proceed. We just both got back from trips.
We did.
You were in like some butthole town in Georgia. Where were you? I was looking at your location. I'm like, where are you? And why did you end up there?
Honestly, I don't know. One of my friends does live in Georgia, so I think it was like an hour and a half outside of her. So they obviously had to know where this town was. Yeah. It was Ellijay, Georgia.
It was a girls trip.
Girls trip. And it's like
LJ?
Ellijay. Elijah.
One of your friends lives in that town?
No. She lives in Atlanta, outside of Atlanta. But this is like remote. But it was a really inexpensive, big, nice treehouse cabin. That was cool. And then there were a few wineries around. It definitely gave a couple times some Hills Have Eyes vibes, but it was so fun. It was such a relaxing trip. I've gone on a trip with these girls. There's 4 of us several times, and it's always, I feel like we're all in our own flow. We all are morning people, so we'll wake up really early and just have a slow morning, play lots of board games in the middle of the day, and then we all take our books and we go to our rooms around 10 p.m. and it's lovely. So if you've been listening, you know I thrive.
That sounds really nice, actually. Yeah. All those girls listen to the pod.
Yeah, they all listen to the pod.
Well, I forget all their names.
Shout out, Lila's.
Oh, is that the acronym for your guys' name?
No, it's Love You Like a Sister.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Then you just said it, and I was like, wait, does that acronym work for all your names?
It's Alyssa, Laura, and Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Hey, guys or girls. Thanks for the invite. No, I'm kidding. I was busy because I was I couldn't make it. I
was busy.
I got an invite, but I just couldn't make it. I went to San Francisco.
How was it? I've never been to San Francisco.
It was great. This is like my 3rd time going, but this is like my first time really exploring it. The previous 2 times was like en route to a work trip. Like I was on my way to Asia, and I like had like a 24 to 48 hour layover, so I just like stayed with a friend. But this time I stayed like in like proper San Francisco, like really explored like the neighborhood, and we got like the best weather. It was like 60 degrees and sunny the entire weekend. It was just so fun. Like I really feel like, and I went with my partner, and we didn't necessarily plan a lot. Well, I had 2 friends. I have 2 friends that live there, so I knew I wanted to see them, introduce them, and we did that. And we just like hit everything that we wanted to do. A lot of walking, which is not my favorite thing to do.
How fast was it?
I mean, and there's a lot of incline, a lot of hills. So I was complaining a lot, but I got through it, and we didn't fight at all.
I would like you guys to know that there's a New York stereotype that everybody walks fast and moves quickly, but Bryan does not abide to that stereotype or that rule.
I don't like stereotypes. I don't like labels. I always like to, go against the odds. So
wow, but it was unique, quirky.
My legs were so sore though because like of all the hills. But one thing that really pissed me off about San Francisco was I couldn't find cold brew anywhere.
Oh,
I thought like cold brew was like widely
I feel like that
accessible.
It's like a universal thing,
like
right?
in the US,
no?
But I guess not. Like literally hit up like 4 different coffee shops, and then they didn't have cold brew. Some of them didn't even offer like iced coffee. A lot of them did, but I'm like,
that's wild.
Yeah, and it's different. Like iced coffee is different than cold brew.
Yeah.
So that was like my one complaint about San Francisco.
There's no cold brew. Now that I think about it, I'm trying to think of other places. Like Texas doesn't really. Texas, all of the local coffee shops, it's like the sweetest thing I've ever put in my mouth. So Yeah, maybe they don't have cold brew either.
Yeah, I felt like I was like in Europe where like they don't really like iced coffee.
In a foreign place because there wasn't a cold brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like they didn't really even have a lot of iced coffee options
We
or
are
anything.
spoiled. We are spoiled rotten here.
That was my only complaint. But I had at least one burrito per day in San Francisco. At least one.
As you should.
Yeah. That's so good. I think I've come to realize that burritos might be my favorite food.
I think you can wrap anything up in a tortilla and that's going to be for me.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, that's why I think I like Chipotle so much. Even I know we talked about Chipotle a couple weeks ago. Riveting stuff. But I think it's like that whole idea is so good and perfect because it's like everyone likes a burrito. And if you don't want a burrito, you can unfold it and make a bowl and it's just as good.
Right.
I don't know.
For me, a burrito or a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm such a sandwich girly too.
Yeah.
I love a sandwich.
Yeah. Now you guys know.
So one thing in San Francisco that I don't know if I was like nervous for, but something I've never ever done with previous partners is just like sit at a bar and drink and like get drunk. It's just like I've never done that before.
Which is crazy because that's like a favorite pastime of yours.
I know. I do that with like all my friends. Like we've done that. I mean, I can't even count how many times, but like I've never like done that with a partner. And I think I was nervous that like it wouldn't be fun, but it was so fun. Did you?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that in any of your previous relationships? Like just you two sit down at the bar and drink and just have a good ass night.
I don't know.
Right?
No.
Like I've been in like group environments with partners and we've all gone out and gone drunk, but like just you and your partner one-on-one sitting at a bar having a good ass night.
Yeah. No, but I also don't think that's one of my favorite pastimes.
True.
So, yeah, the only scenarios I can really think of were like going out. I mean, I have like sat at home with like a bottle of wine and gotten drunk on the couch, which is much more my vibe. But
that reminds me, have you seen that video? It's like a TikTok of this guy, like he was drinking wine with his like girlfriend on the couch and he was like, listen fellas, this is how you do it, like basically like making it sound like he invented like staying at home and drinking wine with your girlfriend, and like all the comments like ripped him to shreds like, wow, like you really taught us, like
the bar is so high.
Yeah. And the girl's just like
he brought me wine. Yeah. Meanwhile it's like Josh wine, $12 from Walmart. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
No disrespect to Josh. We love Josh.
But like I guess it's like such a small thing, but like it I don't know. I guess it is kind of like a fun thing that I like to do. So it's nice I've never experienced enjoying that with a partner. I've only done that like with my platonic relationship. So I guess it's nice to be able to, I guess it's like you realizing like your partner is also your friend,
Yeah.
And maybe none of my previous partners have been my friends. Right?
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What a revelation. I'm trying to think of any insightful things that happened to me this weekend. I did delete all of my social media. Just deactivated. I shouldn't say deleted. Like right after, it's all there.
Right after we came for everyone who deactivates their social media.
Okay, we came for people for like making the post and the announcement.
Bridget is going to rip you to shreds. She's going to rip you to shreds.
I feel like I defended you, Bridget. I feel like I did.
Bridget's the type of person that only listens to what she wants to listen to. So
yeah. She can rip me. That's okay. She's
going to rip me for saying that. She commented on one of our last posts about, she's such a good, like,
engager.
Yeah. Like, she's so, she like, I love those comments where you can tell that people listen to the whole thing. Like, they comment on something that happened at the end. And Bridget's one of those people, and I really respect that. Yeah. But I think I interrupted. What were you saying?
I was saying, I don't know how long it's going to last. I am eventually going to bring it back. But I think I was just there and I found myself just on it more than I wanted to be. And then I just started thinking I'm like, wait, could I delete it? And that was probably based on our conversations with other people. And then I started to get nervous, like, I don't know if I could. And then that like flipped a switch in my brain. I was like, no, you're doing it.
Did you deactivate all socials?
All of them. Yeah. Except for the Dumb and Broke TikTok.
Nice.
Which I found myself scrolling a little bit through, and I was like, no, stop it. But I mean, aside from feeling like I'm living under a rock every now and then, it's been so nice.
Has it?
Yeah.
Like what? So like when you, a week ago, you would wake up, would you go straight to like social media?
Yeah. Which I feel like that was one of the first things that I noticed is like I woke up and because I give myself a little time in the mornings, but I feel like most of the time I would give myself a little time and I'd be scrolling and then I'd push it to the very last minute and then I'd rush getting ready. Mm-hmm. Whereas I just got up and I still opened my phone and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, I don't have anything to look at. So I just got up and took my time getting ready and it was really nice. And I feel like I don't have anything to procrastinate with. Like the other day I even was like, no, I'm just going to watch TV, and I turned on TV and like without my phone, like I actually have to watch what is on the television.
Oh, and are you one of those people that will be on your phone while watching TV?
For sure. And then I'll turn it on and watch and I'm like, I actually don't want to watch this, so I guess I'll just
so your phone is social media is like a huge distraction from like things that you'd rather spend your time doing.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess I mean, I said it before, I can't really, because like I take my TV shows really serious. Like I never, like everyone's always like, oh, do you want to go like have a viewing party, like watch this together? 9 out of 10 times I'm not interested because like I know that I'll be distracted from conversation. And I take my show so seriously. So like, I don't like, I will, if I'm going to like look at my phone to text someone or like scroll or whatever, I will pause the TV because I am not missing a single fucking beat from my TV shows.
See, I'm so the opposite, but then I also have the mentality, like I heard it and retained some things, but I missed probably key crucial parts. But to me, I'm like, oh, I watched it.
Right.
But I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I'll be like with someone like, and they'll start talking and I'll pause it. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you can continue. I was like, well, are you going to continue talking?
Are you done?
Like, it's totally fine if you want to talk, but I'm going to pause it because I'm not missing. And it's like, it feels like I'm being rude, but like, I don't think I am. I think I'm just,
I think I'm just particular about my TV shows.
I'm just a very particular person in general.
I love that about you. Again, quirky.
Yeah. What's going on? Today's Tegan's birthday, guys.
Today is Tegan's birthday.
I mean, as you're watching it, it's definitely not Tegan's birthday, but as we're recording this, it is Tegan's birthday.
Yeah, so we're prepping for an Eras night.
Yes. We're going to watch the Eras Tour movie, have some sushi, and probably plan, because we're going to see the Eras Tour in October in Miami. So we should start like talking about that. Like, yeah. But I'm excited because...
Yeah, I wonder if we should book like housing. Probably soon.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it because like, well, I mean, I went to see the concert. We've seen the movie. We're going to rewatch it today. So like, I think a lot of people who don't understand are probably like, why are you going to go see it again? There's a whole new album coming out. We're probably going to get like a pretty different experience than what, we have already seen. So I'm really excited. Me and Tegan were talking last night. I had a dream that like for some reason I got like exclusive access to the new album. Tegan had the same dream too. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, not all the details.
I feel so left out.
She said that she like had a dream that she listened to the album or something like that. Mine was more like she didn't remember any details. I don't remember a single thing about like any song or anything, but I remember like listening to it. And I remember at the end of it, I was just like, wow, Taylor really outdid herself. Like, how does she keep getting better?
You would say that.
I know. So annoying.
We're probably going to say that after we hear it.
Of course. Yeah. Like, it's already her best album ever. And I haven't.
For sure. For sure. What do you think the album is going to be like? Me and my friends were talking about that this weekend. Like, what era do you think it will most closely match?
I think it's going to be like light pop, like an airy pop sound, kind of like. I think it's going to have like the lyrical geniusness of like Folklore and Evermore, but it's going to like the sound is going to meet somewhere between 1989 and Midnights.
Oh,
that's what I think. That's what I'm thinking.
They all think it's going to be like a mix of Folklore and Reputation.
Huh. I'm not getting Reputation like at all from it, but who knows? Yeah.
If it could be straight folklore, I'd be fine.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me like the third album.
And if you're not a Swiftie, we're just looking for some sad shit.
Yes.
I want to feel heartbroken through her.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think we're going to get like the lyric type stuff from, you know, it's going to be sad. I think.
Fingers crossed.
I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I feel like it's going to be sad.
Yeah.
It's the torture poets department.
Yeah.
All's fair in love and poetry, right? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Have you listened to Ariana Grande's new album?
I really like it.
Do you?
And I'm not even a huge like Ariana Grande gal.
I actually am a big Ariana Grande fan. I haven't given it like, I guess like a thorough listen. There are like 3 or 4 songs that I really, really like, and the rest are kind of dull to me. But I guarantee you that's my opinion's going to change. But right now I'm just kind of like bored. But everyone I ask loves it. Like,
well, I feel like it tells like a really like if you listen to it from start to finish, it's like a really good story and like a really good flow.
I believe that. I haven't. That's what I'm saying. I haven't given it.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's almost like too cohesive. Like,
I love that.
I love a cohesive album. I think that's important to like a successful album. But I think it all just like sounds like one big song, and maybe that's a good thing. Like to some people, that's probably like a really good thing.
Yeah.
But I guess I was like bored on my first listen. But I really like Supernatural with the Troye Sivan version.
Yeah.
The We Can't Be Friends. Love it. There's some like really good songs on there. The rest I
also in her sad girl era.
Yes. Which love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of good music coming out this year.
Casey Musgraves.
Yes,
I want to listen to her album. I haven't yet.
I listened to it yesterday. I didn't like really like sit and look at the lyrics or anything, but I played the whole thing while I was working, and it's like the perfect background music. I mean that like with the utmost respect. It was just like so nice. It was like it was beautiful. I'm like slowly turning into a Casey Musgraves stan.
Yeah.
Love her.
Love.
I think her song Rainbow is probably in my top 10 all-time favorite songs ever.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Beyonce's coming out with the album like next week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that one actually. And I'm not like the biggest Beyonce fan, but I'm like very curious about that album.
Gonna get back to my roots.
The sign takes it.
Wow.
Who else is coming out with music? Obviously Taylor. I feel like there's another big one.
I feel like there is another big one.
Dua Lipa? Did she come out?
I don't know.
Yeah. I thought you say I don't know her. Like, what do you mean?
Never heard of her.
Yeah. A lot of.
She's never on my radar though.
Really?
Yeah.
I was a big fan of her Future Nostalgia album. It was really good. But the singles that have come out like for this new album, like Houdini, didn't really do much for me.
Yeah.
Anywho,
what else is new? You're going to Nicki Minaj next weekend.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. Easter weekend.
2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks from today. I'm really excited. Although I've been seeing a lot. I know you're not on social media anymore, but a lot of like mixed.
Tell me.
a lot of mixed reviews about the show on TikTok.
Oh.
She's like apparently coming out really late. But then I'm reading a lot of comments that like this is like that's actually a normal thing for concerts. Like no one's. I mean, Beyonce and Taylor Swift, they come out exactly the time that like the concert's supposed to start. But like I think like historically speaking, like most concerts do not start on time. They're usually like 45 minutes after. Like
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. So like people are like, I guess the people defending Nicki Minaj are saying that. But apparently her set is kind of like weird. Like halfway through, like she brings out, I think like Monica, like the R&B singer, and she just like does like a 45-minute set rather than like being she's like marketed as the opener, but she ends up coming out like halfway through and like doing a whole 45-minute set, and it kind of just like throws off the vibe of the entire concert.
Interesting.
Because imagine like you're going from like super bass to fuck the club up to like, you know, sultry R&B song, like it like But and then the people who are like defending her are saying she's actually like she's doing it for like Monica because a lot of people don't show up to the concert to see the opener, and this is giving.
Well, and that's what everyone's saying. They're like, yeah, I didn't show up to see her.
Yeah.
Like, why are you putting her in the
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's mixed reviews. I don't care. I'm really excited. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a huge
You're going to
fan.
have a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You want to start
Getting a little controversial.
I was trying to say what you usually say.
You're going to get a little controversial.
Yeah. I have a handful of controversial opinions that I've got either from friends in conversation or like inspired from TikToks that I've seen.
I'm ready.
The first one, this one, I feel like I can't believe we haven't spoken about this, but should Britney Spears be free?
This should be talked about.
Right? I feel like we haven't talked about it.
And my answer is controversially no.
Really?
She's not well, guys. Like, we're all watching it. Like, she's not good. And that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I think
So you think she should be in a conservatorship?
probably, but not under her father. I think that was a little messed up. I think she should have like some sort of control and autonomy, or there should be like some sort of like checks and balance there. Like, nobody should just be under the control of another person. But it doesn't seem like she's in the right mind to make her own decisions. But then I guess, I don't know, that's so crazy to think about.
I disagree. I think she should be free because I think
what exactly is a conservatorship?
like they handle that's a good question, but I know that they make like your financial decisions. They have like control over your money, your schedule. They can dictate what medicines you intake in your body. I don't think having I think it's okay. I think we can all agree like she's not mentally there.
Yeah.
But I don't think having like a mental disability means you need to be under a conservatorship.
I think I agree with you there.
I think let's really ask ourselves the question, what has Britney Spears really done besides done crazy dances? Like, she's not on the news, like attacking people. She's not on the news. Like,
exactly. She's not a detriment to others.
She's also not saying any like crazy shit like Kanye does. She's not like, you know what I mean? She's not speaking about things that she doesn't know anything about. She's just like literally saying things that don't make sense or just like probably make complete sense to her, but that just like, whatever.
Yeah, I think you can be a little crazy and that's not a crime.
Yeah, I mean, dancing with knives, whatever, like who hasn't done that?
No, I think a conservatorship, now that we've clarified, is just like, that's really harsh for anyone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, to me, that would be like you're a harm to others.
Right.
And yourself.
So yeah, so like I think a lot of people, because she was under the conservatorship and she got out of it, right? She got out of it. People are like, she shouldn't be free because of like the way she says. But like I don't think people necessarily mean that, or most people don't mean that. But like to answer the question at face value, like I fully agree she should be free.
Yeah.
She's not
I think when you take it literally, sometimes when people are like, oh, free Britney or whatever, I feel like I hear that people are saying that she's like mentally okay.
Yeah.
Rather than even thinking about the conservatorship whatsoever. But a lot of people are like, no, she's just living her life. And I'm like, no, guys, we're witnessing on Instagram as a breakdown is what we're seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree with you. I don't think that she should be under.
I think if we were seeing like things of her like out in public, like being a menace to society,
yeah,
I would be saying completely different things. But like the only thing we're seeing is her on her Instagram. It doesn't even look like she is free. It looks like she only has access to this one room in her house and can make dance videos, and that's all she has. So I don't know.
Yeah, which is kind of sad, and I'd probably go a little crazy too.
Yeah. So what we should be talking about is Amanda Bynes. What's going on there?
What is going on?
I feel like this podcast is fully like pop culture. We talked about
like last episode, we're like, we're not pop culture.
Yeah. We like to mix it up sometimes.
Amanda Bynes, yeah. She but on the same note, she gets tons and tons of comments like, Amanda, this is so, but like she's not that girl anymore. She's not that girl from I think should be just as valued as a person, but I feel like people are trying to make her into the same when she's probably on some drugs for some things.
Yeah, I mean, some like news came out over the last like couple of days, and like I'll just say like all this what I'm about to say is alleged, but because I don't want to like spread like fake rumors or anything.
Yeah.
But she did tweet out like years ago when she was going through one of her like manic episodes that like she had an abortion at 13 years old. And then like there was a documentary that came out recently about like the Nickelodeon and like the producers. Like there's a whole thing going on with like Nickelodeon right now, and I think something came out about it that like one of the producers like took advantage of her and she got an abortion at 13 years old. I don't know if any of that's like actually true, but like can you like take all that into consideration and then like see
I definitely feel like being a child star was the problem.
Right.
Like that is totally some shit went down that has messed her up. Her and Britney Spears both.
Right. Yeah.
So like, yeah, I don't in any way think that it's their fault.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But something's going on.
It's sad because these are the stars that we grew up with, and
these
like
are people we love.
We love
them.
I love them. They're my friends.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Okay. This one I got from TikTok. I think Stephanie actually sent me this on TikTok the other day, and the person was going on a rant about like when you invite people to dinner, like your birthday dinner, like you should, like technically you should probably be paying for it. Like you can't expect, especially if it's like an expensive dinner, like you shouldn't expect for everyone to just like split it evenly when it's like you inviting them out. And then on top of it, like sometimes the birthday person expects everyone else to split their portion. Now, let me first. I actually agree, but like I can't afford that, so it's like, like I agree.
I was like, interesting, because I've been at a couple of your birthday dinners.
No, I know. I would
like a refund.
Yeah. I totally understand what this viewpoint. Like if you invite someone to dinner, like shouldn't you like kind of like take care of it, or maybe like now that I say it out loud, I don't know. It's like,
but I feel like it's always like, I don't know, because we're asking, do you want to go to dinner?
Right.
Like you're gonna eat.
But if it's like a special occasion, like, and it's like, I guess, let me try this whole thing over again. Like, it's a special occasion. It is my birthday dinner. I want to go to this fancy ass restaurant. It is like $150 minimum per person. Like, I guess like as a guest, you can literally just say, no, I can't go. But like, sometimes I feel like that's a hard thing for a lot of people. In that case, like, I do agree that like, if you're doing this whole big thing, like you should probably pay for it if you can.
I mean, in a perfect world, sure. But I feel like, and maybe this person doesn't have great friends. Because I feel like if there was ever a point, say I invited a bunch of people out and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a prefix menu. It's $150 minimum. But I would always totally understand if people were like, oh yeah, I actually can't do that right now. But then I think I would change if that was a problem for a lot of people, then I'd be like, oh, we can just go somewhere else to where everybody can be more accommodated. But I guess if I had a friend, and I don't think that I would, that was like, no, we're doing this, and then would get upset if I wasn't going to go, then yeah, that would be annoying.
Right.
But I just don't have friends like that.
I hope one day I can afford to like pay for everyone. Because I think it's the right thing to do. If I'm inviting a bunch of people to my special occasion, it's like, think about like your wedding. Like you pay for everyone's dinner, right? Like you're celebrating you, and you want everyone else to come celebrate you. Like I think it's technically the right thing to do, but I don't think it's like wrong to also expect people to pay their share. I don't know.
Imagine throwing a wedding, and I just pictured like the bride sending out Venmo requests to every single guest. This is the dinner price.
Honestly,
shoot out the requests. The requests are coming. It's an open bar, and you send a bar tab.
In one way or another, you are kind of paying for your like seat at the wedding table, because like, unless you don't give a gift, you know what I mean? Usually, like you give a pretty decent gift that's worth your plate or more. So in a way, you are paying for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it's controversial opinion. My whole thing is like I agree with the opinion, but I'm not like doing it.
But actually,
because I can afford it.
I mean, I know people that can't afford it, and I've been to their birthday dinners and they don't.
True.
Even in a room full of people who also can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
Yeah, there's no one just like dropping it.
Yeah. I really want to. I
would like to know somebody that does do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be their friend.
Yeah.
Take me to dinner.
I would love to come to your birthday.
All right. Next. Okay. So this is also from TikTok. And I died when I saw this TikTok. Let me know if you've seen this. This guy, I think his name is like Mika or something. He was doing like an interview with Brittany Broski. And I just keep seeing this video in particular being clipped. And he was like, I have the utmost respect for bisexual people. I respect them and their boyfriends. And I died because like every bisexual woman has a boyfriend.
I can see it.
Do you get like the where I'm going with that?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like, this is super controversial, but it's like bisexuality is so interesting to me because like, I mean, I've always thought about it as like bisexuality means like your ability to have like sex with both men and women, but like you usually tend to like gravitate towards one of the genders,
like romantically.
But I just find it like I know so many women who identify as bisexual and not a single one of them are dating a woman. So it's like, are you bisexual or are you just a hoe? You know?
I mean,
and it's fine to be a hoe. I
feel like it could be like, yeah, like you said, I'm sexually bisexual, but romantically. Well, I mean, to be fair, if I was a woman and I was actually bisexual and romantically interested in both women and men, why would I go for a straight man is the thing.
Right.
So yeah, it is hard to believe that you are romantically interested in both parties, yet you're choosing a straight man.
Yeah. It's just interesting. And the way that like he like said it was just so funny. He was like, they were talking about bisexual people. He's like, I just have the utmost respect for bisexual women and their boyfriends. It was so good.
But it is so fair. That's such a valid point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think about like, I guess I know a lot more. Well, I know a lot more women in general, but I definitely know a lot more bisexual women than I do bisexual men.
Yeah.
But that probably has something to do with like, it's definitely more stigmatized to be like,
it's kind of hotter for women to be bisexual. And by hotter, I mean, it's more attractive to straight men.
Right.
Yeah.
That's also kind of where I'm getting at.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, are you bisexual or are you just like craving attention?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Could
be. I know a handful of people that are definitely craving attention. Their names are, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I do feel like, yeah, there could be like a sexual attraction to both.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think about the term bisexuality. I think it's in the term bisexuality. I don't think it.
You necessarily have to be romantically interested in both.
But I think when people identify, that's what they are thinking they're saying.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Have
fun.
Do your thing.
Yeah. Fuck who you want to fuck. The last one that I have is me and Stephanie and our friend Bree were talking about this, but what are you convinced that people are pretending to enjoy?
I feel like we kind of touched on this when we talked about women in sports. Yeah. Honestly, I would say women and men in sports because sometimes I feel like men don't even like sports as much as they say they like sports.
I don't know. I definitely like, and I got ripped to shreds for that opinion on TikTok, but like, and let me reiterate. I think it's most women who say they like sports don't actually like sports. I think a lot of them are just pretending to because they think men will find it hot.
Yeah.
Just like bisexuality. It's probably the same people actually. Bisexual men like sports.
I feel a little sus. And I mean, this is actually coming from a girl who does like sports, but like I feel like I should duck when I say that. But like anytime girls I feel like I'm hating on women right now as
fine.
I'm saying this.
It's not fine. Just say it.
Anytime they act like they're super into like male dominated things, like things like Joe Rogan. If you tell me as a female that you listen to a Joe Rogan podcast, I don't trust you.
Right.
Or like Barstool Sports. I'm like,
And it's always the way they say it too. They're like, yeah, I listen to that.
I love Dave
that.
Portnoy.
Yeah.
I watch all his pizza reviews. I'm like, ew.
It's those
Dave
girls.
Portnoy is gross. Controversial. I don't think that's controversial even.
No. It's the girls that are like, I get along better with guys.
Oh, it's the guy girl mentality. All of it is the guy girl.
It's like I also I believe that you enjoy hanging out with guys more than hanging out with girls, but I think we're both being women haters right now.
I'm gonna backtrack real hard, but I'm here for the girls. I love a girl's girl.
Yes,
but I don't trust a guy's girl.
Yeah,
because I don't trust the guys.
Exactly.
So like, why do you want to be on their side?
What are you doing?
You're on the wrong side of history.
Yeah. I think another thing people are pretending to like is black coffee and black tea.
Oh.
Do you like black coffee?
Sometimes.
Oh.
Sometimes I just like don't want something super sweet. But it does feel pretentious for me to be like, I'll take it black.
Or like when you say like, I drink my coffee black. Or like, I feel like I get a lot of shame for like liking iced coffees and like cold brews. When like in reality, my cold brew is way more concentrated than your black coffee. Not yours. I mean, probably yours too, but I didn't mean that.
Your black
that
coffee.
Wasn't a direct dig at you. But yeah, I don't necessarily like it super sweet, but like I have my cold brew and I like, put like a splash of half and half, Well,
like it's okay if you do like it super sweet.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think people are lying. I think people think they're like better because they like. Also, black tea is gross, so stop lying.
Yeah.
You're lying.
You're lying.
I don't believe you.
I can't tell you the last time I had black tea.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. One other thing, and this is a direct target to my friend Brie, is she claims that like salads is one of her favorite foods. And now it's become like a running joke. She'll like send me a picture of her salad and like I want to slap her so hard because like you're fucking lying. Like salad is not in your even.
You're telling me if you had a bowl of fries here and a salad over here, you're like, this is better.
Right. Like calories aside, like it's just not your favorite.
I get that you feel good.
It's not even in your top 5 favorite foods. So stop lying to me. I hate being lied to. It's not. It's no one's favorite food. You eat it because
all the salad girls are about to pop out the woodworks on you.
You can like a salad and you do it because like you want to be skinny or like you think it's healthy. But like, let me tell you something. Most of the salads are just as unhealthy as the fried chicken sandwich. I love a salad, drenched in dressing and croutons and all that, but still 1,400 calories. But yeah, you're lying, Brie. You're lying. What else? Do you think any... Oh, one more. Women who say they enjoy being pregnant.
I think I've mentioned this.
You're lying.
Have we talked about this?
Probably.
There's no way. But on the same note, I think women who enjoy being pregnant enjoy it because of the attention. You get a lot of attention.
That's
you get
fair.
catered to when you're pregnant. Like, it's like, oh, everybody wants to do everything for you.
But they'll be like, I just feel so good. I'm like, what do you mean?
You're literally on your period for 9 months. You're just not bleeding.
Is that
Sorry
what
to be
it's like?
graphic. That's how I mean, I've never been pregnant, but I feel like that's how it feels.
Yeah, I don't believe them.
Yeah.
It can't be that great. It can't be great.
No.
Anywho, I think we can end the pod there.
Yeah. I think we're done.
Yeah. You're like hiding your face from the camera. You okay?
Don't look at me.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching or listening or
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes. And next episode we'll have another guest and it'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.